And we are live. Hey, everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm not feeling that happy, but I want to say happy Thursday for everybody out there because I ain't even going to fake the funk. And I don't know what's up with this lighting. So,
Happy Thursday to you. I want to say happy Thursday to you.
all right. I mean, that's how you're feeling. I'm not feeling that way. So, it is what it is. I'm guessing, did you have a good day, Jovonnie?
I was blessed to see another day. Grateful for another Herbal Tea Thursday, y'all. It's your Healthy Habits and Lifestyle Coach, Jovonnie, host of the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast. Y'all, episode 53 dropped yesterday with Dalen West. Mindfulness Matters. An amazing episode, awesome conversation. And then I started this new thing where I've clipped up an episode that has been performing very well. A lot of people have been loving it. And so I dropped a clip yesterday, a snippet of it, and I dropped another snippet today. So go check it out. 4 Vibrations on YouTube. Link is in the description. If you're watching on Facebook, slide through and check out a snippet or the latest episode of the Empire Place, Empire Lives podcast. Shireen, how you vibing today?
Girl, I don't even feel like you answered my question. I feel like you just went in and said hello to everyone. But I asked you, yes, you're happy to be alive. But I asked you how you feeling today. Are you
Right
feeling
now,
good
I'm
today?
tired.
I really don't
I
feel
had to
like you
stay
answered my
awake.
question.
Right now, I'm tired. I had to stay
Okay,
awake so we can do this thing. So I was tired. I think I'm gonna sleep good tonight. I'm
good,
feeling
good,
good though. Tired,
good.
but feeling pretty good, excited, evolving in this new season. Ended the
Mm-hmm.
10-day apple mono fast. Now I'm on watermelon, so no tea, but I do have some watermelon in my mug.
Okay, so you feel good today. That was what I was
Feeling good
asking. Feeling
today.
good. Good.
Tired, but feeling good today.
I hear that. I hear that.
Thanks for hearing.
Alrighty. Well, hey everyone, happy Thursday. I'm trying to adjust myself. I am home and not in the studio. Um, One second, trying to adjust my laptop stand. There we go. And yeah, it's your girl Shereen Simon, the host of Voices and Vibes, the owner of blackprint.com, as well as the owner of Perspective Studio Production. And I feel like I've had a long day. Like I woke up around 3 in the morning and
What time to go
stayed
to
up.
sleep?
Sorry?
What time to go to sleep?
I fell asleep like after I came in from an event last night. And that was, I don't know the exact time. I came in at around after 10. So somewhere between 10 and whatever time I fell asleep. And I woke up at 3 and then I could not sleep. So I stayed awake until like 5, just as I was getting ready to go to bed. Like to like get tired. I knew I heard my daughter get up and I had to drop her to the station. So I was like, if I'm up, I'm going to the gym. That is something, her being up and going where she's going is like motivation for me to head to the gym right after I drop her. So there's no like hesitation. And my only thing that would stop me is if my headphones weren't charged, but I couldn't find them. But I found them yesterday. I turned them on at the station and they were a 100%. So there was no excuse. I went to the gym. I worked out for an hour. It was a great workout. And I took a nap around like 1. So, it's been a day. It's been this whole week. I feel like it's been, you are like, you have a list of things to do every day and start getting to them. And then it's, there's not enough time. Like the time just flies in the day. So, say la vie. I'm trying to
So what did you
manage
do at the
that.
gym? Congratulations on going to the gym. I'm glad you felt great. That's what's
Mm,
up.
yeah, yeah. I felt good. I felt good because I've been trying to get in there for like, for months, yes, but really in the last 2 weeks, I have like dressed to go to the gym and not been in the gym. So, but what did I do today? I did treadmill. I'm just watching you. Your whole hand was in front of the camera. I did the treadmill, and then I worked on my arms and my abs.
Come on.
Arms and my abs. And it feels good.
Arms and abs.
Arms and abs, man. It feels
For
good.
for a whole hour. Woo.
I mean, I could stay longer. I mean, at one point I used to be a gym rat.
Oh, I've never been a gym rat.
Yeah, I love being. I was so much so that I wanted to. I was going to be an instructor. Like I used to teach a dance class, and I was going to be a fitness instructor. Just like many, so much so that I used to go to this conference called CanFit Pro, and my lanyard up until today is still the lanyard from CanFit Pro. Like I haven't changed that in forever. That's to tell you. I don't know what my lanyard that has my keys and everything, my car keys and everything. It is still from that, from donkey years ago. So, yeah.
Sounds good. I'm happy for you. Well, we didn't hit the gym, but we did hit those streets today. I think we got in 3 miles because when I got in the house and I was fixing Spencer's food, it stopped at 2.98. I was like, negative. So I went and got his water bowl, and I just started doing steps at the refrigerator to fill up his water bottle so I can end at 3 miles. But we did 3 miles today, so that felt really good. I'm loving this fall weather coming in the mornings. It's been feeling really good. It's making Spencer feel great because he's been dragging me and
to get outside.
Girl. So I'm glad that he's doing that. I feel like this is the season that people really like start moving, and they feel good about moving because they're outside, they're up. I think the fall just brings something out of people.
I think it's like new season. Well, maybe not all season because I feel that way. Fall and spring, I think, does that. Like gets people really, really moving. Winter, you kind of want to hibernate. At least,
but they'd be like, winter, summer bods are made in the winter. Summer bods are made in the winter.
No, they say bulk up in the winter. In the winter, you bulk up. And then when January comes around, that's where you start getting slim again. But you bulk up so you're warm. I don't know. But
never heard of bulk up.
Oh, you never heard of bulk
up? Have I ever? I wonder if that's a Canadian thing. I've never.
No, you've never heard. Not bulk up. You never heard of bulking? Like they bulk up, but they call it bulking. Yeah, you never. But it could be like where we are located, right? Like I'm in a colder temperature. Yeah, I'm in Canada, but there's other places that are not in Canada that's also cold. So it may just be geographically where you are. But yeah,
you gotta find some cold state people. Not some people in Minnesota or
to see what they're doing.
Upstate New York. No, to see if they ever heard of bulking.
Oh, I don't know. It's not that serious to me, but
heard of it? Okay, my mom said she's heard of it.
Of course, I know what fitness people talk about.
Never have I ever.
I know, but yeah, c'est la vie. But one thing we didn't do.
What we didn't do?
What you drinking?
I am drinking straight watermelon. I forgot what type of watermelon it was. But it was so much sweeter than the other one I had. It looked like a pumpkin. It was like a round pumpkin shape.
Do you think it was like mixed? Like, you know how they do like hybrid fruits?
Could have been, child. But when I tell you this one tastes different than the 1.5 that we've been eating since Wednesday. I got it. Oh, so yesterday. Yeah, I got it Tuesday.
Is it 2 different colors?
The watermelon?
Yeah. Oh no. I guess. Oh no. It's a lighting. Okay. Girl.
I'm drinking watermelon. What you drinking?
Water. Cheers. Bing. Water.
Shoot.
Good evening. I'll shoot.
Yeah, ready to cook a jam?
I am.
Y'all, while Shireen is about to check us in, please make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe to both of our YouTube channels. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss anything that drops. And we just ask that you subscribe to our channels. If you found any nice vibes and you'd like to support us, our businesses, and our podcast.
So I didn't go to the studio today, but I do get this message today's the 12th. I do get this message every single day that I subscribe to. And let's just see what the message is today. I feel like I read it early this morning, so let me just see. 1 second. This is today. I found it. Okay, so this one says, I respect my past for molding me into the person I am today. The opportunities I have today are possible because of the person I've become.
I love that, Shireen. Do it one more time. Slow it down just a little bit.
And I do remember reading this morning because I was thinking, yeah, my past really paved the path. So I respect my past for molding me into the person I am today. The opportunities that I have today are possible because of the person I've become. And so when you think about all the jobs you liked and did not like, or the relationships that you had that you liked and you did not like, the experiences that you had that you liked and you didn't like, the learnings that you had that you liked and you didn't like, they've all contributed to part of I would say, your path and your journey to who you are. So I think it goes to like being grateful for your past. And this one says respect your past. So yeah, I like that one.
I love it. It kind of made me think about this conversation I had with a podcast guest coming up. And she said, all of your answers are in the past. And it just kind of really made me think about what you just said, being grateful from where you came from, the situations that you did have, and how you apply it to your life moving forward, whether for a good thing, bad, or indifferent. And I think I also heard Janelle Monáe speak some affirmations. And I think that was a part of some of her affirmation gems that she spoke about that I saw today, that talked about those things too. And just being in a space where you're just respectful and grateful for who you are and what you've been through. And I think it's really embracing those things. But when you were talking about all of those stuff, it made me think about like your wellness and your well-being, you know, all the things you've gone through, even if it was a health condition or a trial or bad migraines or, you know, painful periods, irregular periods, pelvic pain, whatever the case may be. And now you've gotten answers. Now you've gotten, you know, some more insight on what might be happening to your body. And now you're able to try different things to see how your body responds to not feeling that type of way anymore. When it comes to us as entrepreneurs, it makes me think about what you talked about last week, how the things you didn't really care to do in corporate, how now those skill sets are benefiting you for your own business. And again, it kind of talked, and so all those things kind of came to mind when you read it twice. So I really love that. And I'm glad you have that subscription. It's definitely a mindful way to have that moment within your day to reflect.
Yeah. It's one thing I like to read in the morning if I remember to read it, but usually at one point it was something that I kind of look forward to in the morning. But yeah, I mean, last week he talked about what our challenge would be for this week. And my challenge was to, if I remember correctly, was to write like a couple of pitches. And I only wrote one. The other one I don't remember what the second. Oh, I know what the second one was. I have details to the second one, but I also have two more that have been added, and the two that have been added are for a bigger project for next year. but I did write one, and that was one of the goals, was to write two. But I wrote it, I pitched it, and a part of it was accepted. And so my wellness win for this week, because yesterday and today I was saying I'm really proud of myself, um, was to create incremental revenue, because I would have got paid for the job regardless. But because of my idea and because of the pitch, it increased how much money I'm going to be making for that project. And the next time around, and I pitched like a whole series, but the only one part of the series was accepted. But the next time around, this will be used as an example, right, for additional series. And they spoke about, this is actually something we can do and try to look at our budget for next year. So I'm just proud. My wellness win is I'm proud to create a financial opportunity for myself. Yeah.
I love that win for you, because I know how long it took to really get clarity on pricing, when it came to
Still
renting
there.
out the studio rooms, where you're going, what you're doing, and now having like offers, and then what you're offering and what this looks like, and how do I get paid, and how do I consider all the equipment I've invested into, and more than just my time, and then the value of the production. And I just love that it's been such a journey for you to not only embrace, but for you to have conversations and put yourself in places and positions to get more insight. And that's just the power of not only networking, but just being out there, you know what I mean? And going to the places and the spaces, because had you not, you wouldn't have been able to meet other videographers, other podcast studio owners, to be able to kind of get some insight on what they're doing in their area within the market. And then knowing and being confident that my price is my price now. This is what it is. No more getting over, no more friendship discounts or whatever the case may be. No more friend, codes. It's like, this is the value I'm bringing. This is what it's worth. Do you want it or not? And I like this.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say that I'm fully there as yet. Um,
I'm not either. But the journey is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and there's still uncertainty, but it's definitely more comfortable now, or I'm more comfortable with the pricing. And even I still know, okay, I'm undercharging right now, but I'll make that conscious decision to change. Even for the pitch that I did this week, it was lower than I was thinking initially, but it was accepted, and it's the beginning, so it's okay. So sometimes you do the little sacrifices. Yeah.
Well, definitely, because your price is always going to go up, because you're going to keep getting better, and the value is going to continue to get better.
Mm-hmm. What would you say is your wellness win for the week?
My wellness win for the week. I would say speaking at the Nourishing Narratives, like it was a panel that was already up there, but kind of like actually participating. Like I was the last person to kind of ask a question or add some value towards the ending of the conversation. And after I was done speaking, one of the people in the audience along with me came up and was like, "Oh my goodness, what was your podcast called? I want to follow like when you were speaking, I got the chills." And I was like, "Oh, wow." And it kind of like took me back for just like a second, because it's just kind of like, I'm always told that I'm a really good speaker, and it just comes naturally to me. I didn't know what I was going to say or how I was going to go, or how I am with storytelling, like how to bring in my story related to the panel, the event itself, and then also promote my brand in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But it was good. It was good to just be in the space, and it was good to be able to know that my voice was heard. And it just felt affirming that I'm doing the right things, and people just have to continue to get to be aware that I exist.
Yeah.
And I think that's a beautiful thing. So I would say that was my wellness win for Tuesday, is being in a place and being seen and heard.
No, I think that's good because also it instills more confidence in you, right? And we need that. I mean, I just came back from something and it was the bank and they were talking about getting bank loans for your business, but they did touch on how do you stay positive, how do you keep your mindset in the right place. And sometimes we don't need validation from people, but sometimes it makes us feel good because people see what we're doing, they see the value, but we already know what's needed. Um, but it's good for other people to resonate. I think that's the word I'm really looking for.
And
Resonate
people
with
that
what
don't
you're
know,
doing. Yeah, not a, yeah, because most times your friends and family are not your audience anyways, right? Unless they specifically need the service. But um, yeah, I think I like that. I like that. I didn't remember that you had that, and I don't recall seeing it in the chat this week. I don't recall seeing that. I don't know if you mentioned it, but I missed it. Yeah. Well, if anybody else has a wellness win, drop it in the chat so we can
ain't
see.
no if you still living and you still breathing, you got some type of win for the week. So if you are watching this, make sure you drop your wellness win, whether you're watching it live right now or if you are catching the replay. Drop your wellness win because it's important.
Shoot says great wins for y'all this week. Shoot, let us know what your wellness win is as well, so we can celebrate you as well. I think one of our wellness win is that you are always here with us. Like you keep coming back, and that's a win for us. That's a win for all of us because there's something that we're saying that you appreciate. That's why you keep coming, and this is like feeling appreciated, just having you return with us every week. So thank you for being you, Ashu.
That right. Say that.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's get into today's talk, Jovonnie.
Into it, Corrine.
I mean, like, let's get into it. Get into it. I mean, I guess this is like, uh, what is that word they use? Not pivot. I forgot.
Transition.
No. When you lead into it, I can't remember. Anyways, we're already talking about. So, we're talking. We're already in it. I mean, you brought up the event, and we're talking about nourishing. What are we talking about? Nourishing
Lifestyles.
lifestyles. So, what are some gems you picked up from because your event was called Nourishing what?
Narratives.
Narratives. What does that mean? Is it just like nourishing conversations or conversation? Okay. So, what do you want to know from that?
What it was, I think the nourishing narratives came from the fact that they got the BIPOC, women embracing plant-based lifestyles all together. So it was a free event. It was in a candle lounge, which was very beautiful. It was a nice space. And so not only did the panelists bring food options, but other plant-based restaurants also donated food items. So I had the sweet heat pickles from Vegan Heat. Oh my gosh. And then I found out because she was live yesterday. I think after I got off of Sports Sense Live. And she said that's not even on her menu. So
she made something special for you guys.
Yeah, I would just go there just for the sweet heat pickles. They were so good. But the sweet heat pickles, and then I had the ceviche that the moderator and the person who organized the event, Eat Your Destiny, made some ceviche as well. And so those are the two options that I had that were raw. And then I had the raw vegan cheesecake from Chakra Child.
And so a lot of vendors.
But that was just what I had. And that was only
I'm saying. They had a lot of vendors.
Raw, but they had like plant-based brisket, like chopped brisket. They had like sliders. They had like this chickpea curry, like in a sandwich type thing. That was kind of like, I guess, like almost like a potato salad play, but in like a bun type thing.
Did you pack food to go home?
I did not, because I ended my 10-day apple mono fast. So I was just eating it. But when I came back home, I was like, "Mom, you should have been there to try that
Yeah,
fruit."
you should have packed something for her.
They had these little small appetizer plates, and I had to go back up there. I had 2 of those, and mostly was the vegan heat, sweet heat pickles.
Right.
And so, like, you ate first, and then we had the conversation.
Okay.
And so it was really nice to hear the panel. What I thought was really amazing, though, Sharina's like, because I've been, 50 plus episodes into the podcast and learning so much from so many different people and their journeys, it was kind of like I didn't really hear any new information, because it seems like the hub has been growing on, within the Empire Plates, Empire Lives podcast. But it was nice to hear their stories and where they started. One was like a fertility issue. Another one was their family was, chronically being diagnosed with like diabetes and high blood pressure. So they wanted to change their lifestyle. They didn't want that. Somebody was like real bad back acne, ever since they were a child, and starting to eat more plant-based, and saw how all of that was starting to clear up. And it was like, yeah, I want more of that. And I can't remember the other person. Oh, somebody else, chronic pain, hurting, can barely, fulfill orders within her business at times. And so it's just like hearing where their story started with plant-based was new, and that was nice. But it was Texas Eats Green that kind of was the sponsor of the event, and Destiny started that because she wanted restaurants to be more inclusive on their menus, to having more plant-based options for people who don't eat, I guess, food that's not plant-based. And so that way it allows us to have, more options. And so I thought that was pretty cool. And what I was doing earlier while I was staying awake for our call and watching a little football, I was going through my old notebook where I was taking like notes last year. And I saw where I was saying I was like, I wanted to advocate for restaurants to have more options for plant-based too. And I was like, and look at me at the Texas Eats Green event.
Yeah.
And I was saying I wanted them to, be more inclusive with their menus, because I used to do that all the time with Wingstop. Like, I would go get their fries, and then I would get a second order fry by doing a survey. And I was like, have more plant-based options, get mushroom shrimps, have, like, I was just doing all these different ideas. And I was just like, come on, y'all. And now give me my free fry. I'm giving y'all all this insight. Now make something happen. And of course, I haven't seen anything from Wingstop. But then, that's how that goes. But the event was dope, Shireen. I love the food the most. And I love that so many people in the audience weren't plant-based. But they had been, or they wanted to be more plant-based. Or they needed more resources. And I also like that I was able to shout out Recipe Oak Cliff as one of the main resources that has helped me on my raw journey thus far, with options and good food experiences, because Chakra Chow was already there. And, I love their raw burgers. And so it was nice. It was really nice.
All I hear is you want to eat. You ate. You wanted to eat the food. It was all about the food.
That's what I'm a foodie. It was good.
Yeah, I hear the food. I hear the food. But I think it's dope because one thing, when you said, it was kind of surprising that there was nothing really new, because they do say like nothing's actually new. Like, you know what I mean? We might spin it and have our own flavor to things, but nothing's actually new. Right. So, just hearing more people embrace it is a win, right? Is a win. And one thing I wanted to ask you is the person who had the chronic pain, did they say what it derived from?
No, she was talking about like I want to say she was talking maybe cysts and different things like that. She didn't put an actual name on it.
Yeah.
And so I want to suspect a certain condition that certain things, but she didn't claim a certain actual name for what was going on. But yeah, she was talking a little bit about it. But I also love that so many of them also had kids, and their kids were being, kind of brought up in this plant-based household, and that they're gravitating towards different things like that's plant-based that they enjoy. They don't feel like they're missing out on anything. So I thought that was pretty cool too.
Yeah, no, that is cool. Just getting more. I know a family member of mine who has an illness. It's not a female. And they're not plant-based anymore, but for the longest time, for many, many years, they were. And sometimes it's the best way to, you do that process of elimination and then slowly introduce things back into your body. Um, and sometimes it's just the best way to determine things but even if you're not plant-based, I'm not plant-based. I was many, many years ago, many moons ago. And I think in the future I will be, but not now, not anytime soon. But what I will be doing and what I have been doing, and even up to today, is just incorporating more plants into my diet, right? And it's not like I don't, but sometimes it's so easy to cook without even thinking about it, or you cook with it, but you're not really seeing it. Like all my majority of the things I cook with will have the onions, the garlic, the peppers, right? Always all kinds of different seasonings. And then I have like thyme growing, I have basil growing, so you see these, but they're in like really small proportions that contribute to whatever I'm making, right? So today after the gym, I got it's not even just for today. It's one of the things that are on my future roadmap, my roadmap. And I wanted to work on it at the beginning of this month. And I keep hearing just like work on that stuff that you want to do, that idea that you want to do, just work on it, get on it. So I went to the grocery store on my way home. I grabbed so many vegetables. And I came back and I threw down a sweet potato carrot soup. And one thing I love, love, love about the fall is the colors. And people tend to shop and feel like eating this type of food. And I know you're in Texas, but like when you're in a somewhere that's it's not even cold out right now, but as the season is changing and the temperature is dropping, you just feel like having that warm food. And so I did watch somebody make a soup on like TikTok recently, but I roasted. If you want to get into your vegetable, roast that shit. I roasted the sweet potato. I roasted the onions, the shallots, which is just a different type of onion. I didn't roast the carrots, but I bought two different type of carrots, the regular carrots, but then they had one that they called Indian carrots, which is just like different colors, like it's a different color carrot. And I wanted like rouge, kind of like orangey rouge. And girl, I roasted the peppers, like the red peppers and the yellow peppers. I roasted everything and seasoned it and had olive oil and some basil and rosemary. Oh, so good. It was so, so good. And the great part about it is if you're not plant-based. Oh, you want to see what it looks like? Oh, shoot. We should be able to like how do we upload a picture?
You
Because
go to
because we
you
can
go
do
to
that.
present, and when you click on present,
A video file
possibly.
or a slide. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna airdrop it to my computer.
Oh, it says, yeah, you can, and then when you hit slide, you can say upload from your computer.
Oh, it was so good. It was thick. And I blended it so it came out, and I blended it. And so what I did with the sweet potato, I love sweet potato. Sweet potato is one of the best vegetables that is filling. And even when I was like meal prepping before, you could just like bake a whole sweet potato with the skin on it. So I just slice it up and wrap it in foil and bake it, because then the nutrients from the skin gets all in it and then when you open it and it just falls off of the skin. Ooh, child. Girl.
So while Shireen is uploading,
Oh yeah, let me do that
picture so you can see it. When you talked about roasting vegetables, it made my mouth water. And so I was talking about it today at work with Girl Scouts, and we were talking about, like, I was like, oh my goodness, y'all, this is going to be the first fall, the first winter on a raw journey. And I was like, I need to figure out how to make this work. And so I was like, because she was like, well, you didn't say nothing about crock pots, Miss Ford. And I was like, I didn't, but I used to love a good crock pot. Like, just throw it all in the crock pot and let that thing roll for the whole week. And we talked about roasting vegetables. I was like, I love roasting like Brussels sprouts and onions and bell peppers after throwing it in some like balsamic vinegar red dressing. I was just like, and we were just talking all about that. So when you were talking about roasted vegetables, I was like, yes, I know exactly what you're saying. So what I think I'm gonna end up doing eventually, and it might happen this pay period when the check just drops, for the business, I might just need to get me a dehydrator because the air fryer is.
I thought you had one.
It's the dehydrator setting in the air fryer, and the tray is like this small right here. So like I could only do one apple when I was making my apple chips,
I thought about you because I actually sliced up one apple because I was thinking I wanted to have a little sweet flavor. So I sliced up one apple.
Put the apple in there?
Yeah, but I didn't because after I took it out and I was like, you know what else would go? Like actually, after I was like, you know what else would go good? This and this and this and this and this.
I'm really excited for you. The gym, then you out here buying a whole bunch of plants at the grocery store, immediately following. This does definitely sound like you are on a good area of your roadmap for a nourishing and flourishing lifestyle vibe.
I mean, the thing about it is once you get started, like for me, once I get started, I'm good, right? I just gotta get started. So
it sounds like you got started. I don't know if anybody.
Sorry. Hold on, not get started. I just need to like get through. They say like 21 days.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So like create a habit. I got to get through.
Maybe that is what our challenge.
I don't want to say it out loud.
Maybe that's just what our challenge is. Let's not. Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of people
do. Is the next 21 days making sure you get in more plants.
Okay, that's easy.
I like that. More plants. What was scared about it? What didn't sound easy for you? Is that what you mean by the next 21 days?
No, I said that sounds easy. That sounds good and easy.
What was scary though that you didn't want to say it out loud?
Sometimes it's just better not to say it and just to do. Right? It's not about sharing it. It's just more like let me get where I need to be, right? Like for me, the motivation is my daughter's getting up and I'm dropping her off. And yesterday,
that's beautiful.
She went on her own. I was like, girl, let me know. So let me drop you so I can go to the gym. Not that I couldn't have went without her, but then I rolled right back to bed yesterday. But today and tomorrow. Yeah. And I see a lot of people doing 75 hard, and I don't know all the details, and nor do I really care. But the one thing I know of it is like 75 consecutive days. But I don't want to put the pressure on me. I just want to do.
Yeah. I wouldn't put the pressure on. The only reason why I said it out loud is I know that our community has been asking us to do another challenge. So they like seeing us go through a challenge and see us develop our discipline in a wellness space. And so since you said it's all into like you just having to get in the groove and do it for 21 days, to me, it just sounded like a good area.
It does.
To say, but maybe that's what we commit to for the next 21 days.
21 days? You want to count it on the calendar? Check what day does the 21 days end on?
But I'm all for just doing and not really saying anything. Let me see. But I like that for you, and you seem really excited about it. Did it drop so we can see it?
I'm putting it so that I'm putting a little together for you. I'm giving you more than you asked for. Oh, hold on. So I love okay, we're missing some things here. So Shoot had said, I want to see what it looks like. Sounds like a colorful dish. Give me a minute. It's colorful. It's beautiful. I love not sharing and just doing. Sometimes we just need to do that. So like we're not in our own way. Still want to see a challenge. So we're working on it. Let's just figure out the dates. You still want to see a challenge. I
It's
hear
still,
you.
are we
I'll
counting
shoot
today?
you. Say it again.
Are we counting today?
Uh, we could. Yeah, why not?
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, I made enough soup that I'm good for the next couple of days. So, Mhm.
It looks like it'll be the 2nd of October. Will be 21 days.
Let's do it. It's September the. It is crazy that it's September the 12th because it feels like it is. What does it feel like? It feels like it is October. It's not. Doesn't feel like it weather-wise, just time-wise.
So I don't feel like it. I think it's
No.
going a little too fast. I really wanted September to be a month of clarity for me, and that's why I started with the mono fast
Okay.
on September 1st with the apples, and now I've moved on to watermelon.
Okay.
And people normally say that on like mono fast, you're able to get a level of clarity because you're keeping
Okay.
things very simple in regards to, what you're eating, what you're consuming. You're giving your body, your digestive system a break and not
Mhm.
overtaxing your body. And so it should be able to open up different mediums within yourself to be able to get, the healing and the creative juices kind of flowing. So I really want September to be a good month of clarity for me. So
Okay.
when October rolls around, October, November, December, it's that last quarter is just like, it's on and popping. So you get
Yeah.
everything I need. So then I can start thinking about that new year. Now that I have this, sense of clarity for, the business, the podcast. We talked about live events or live experiences before as well. And just
Mhm.
being in that space last night, even though it was free and understanding the movement behind it and people just kind of coming together, having a good time. And I don't know, it just felt good to see how community was developing. Uh-oh, is it coming up? You seeing it?
I just airdropped it, but hold on, you said something I wanted to say.
And so it
I
feels
got a
good.
little bit of clarity. No, go ahead. Sorry. Jovonnie?
Yes.
Oh, no, you were saying it feels good.
It feels good because I started the season off or the month off with a seasonal fruit because apples are in season.
Right.
And it felt really good. Like even today, I was like, oh, I think I kind of want an apple, and that never has been me. But 10
Mhm.
days with apples, now my body's like, where them apples
Where
at?
that apple at?
Where them apples at?
Where that apple at? Today, I think I had
Right.
like 2 apples, one in the morning and then one on my way to go to the event. I was like, let me
Uh-huh.
just grab an apple, like let that be my dessert. Because sometimes in the nighttime you want something either a little sweet, well, I don't know about anybody. I want either like something a little sweet or something a little salty. So I grabbed that apple on my way out, and I kept my water bottle in the car, just so I could run back out and get like just drink the rest of the water.
Mhm.
But I like what you said, the clarity for September. I'm feeling that rush, the rush of lack of time kind of thing. And it's
Mm.
like all the things I need to be able to do. Let me see. All righty. Okay.
Coming.
Oh, wait. It's all roasted. You see everything we putting it in everything that was added, cooking, blending. There's like garlic in it. Blended.
I love it. I'm so proud of you. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love this for you. Come on. Let's go, Sheree. And you know
I
what it
mean,
made me think of? Even like with the music and stuff, I know you're a whole, producer over there.
I'm
But
serious.
it made me think about these next 21 days, you doing it for you. I just feel like you're going to get even more clarity or motivation or inspiration for your sips and munchies, like the
well, that's what it was. So this is missing one ingredient, and it's the main ingredient. And while I was cooking, I was like, because I can't cook it in my house because it's nuts. It's a nut sauce by a particular vendor. Thanks, Shoot said yeah.
It was nice. It was really good. I loved all the colors and everything.
It is.
Girl, keep going to the gym and the grocery store. Let's go.
When the kids love when I cook. They love when I cook. I've cooked multiple times. They love when I cook, but I just like, I cannot just be sitting here cooking. But what I was gonna say, because you said like the motivation and the inspiration and and so I called the girl and I was like, girl, but she was supposed to call me back. She did not, so I will be on her tomorrow, or I'll send her a text going, you did not call me back. And then I called a few people while I was cooking. I'm like, let me just get this on and pop in, like on and pop in. And so you could do so much. So I am not documentary 21. Oh gosh, why are you putting the pressure on? You put the pressure. Oh Lord. We'll see.
I think that seems so simple because you said you have soup for days. Like that's nothing but putting it up there and eating and doing what you're doing in the studio, whatever the case may be, or just sitting there enjoying it in a good mindful space. Like I don't think that would be a lot.
It's probably not.
People want to see the journey, and it's leading up to you know what, and having those hashtags already. You're starting to feed the algorithm of what's to come. I think our shoot might be onto something here. Like don't push back, lean in. Don't push back, lean in.
This is exactly why I was staying quiet. This right here, this is the pressure. This is exactly why I was staying quiet. Hey, I don't want to feel pressure. I just want to do.
But yeah, I want you to embrace it and have fun with it. It looked like you had fun with it. The way you explained it.
I didn't stop there. I did not stop there for anyone. So like I said, I'm not fully plant-based. But I cook that. It's delicious. We also took out
our shoot must be a content creator.
Quick pick and done, or quick 15-second video. I hear you. I hear you.
It looks like our shoot is on YouTube. Our shoot might be a short form content person. You're feeding that audience. Oh, you see what I did there? You're feeding.
Pun intended. Well, listen, for the seafood lovers, we also grilled up some scallops. I love me some scallops.
I like the mushrooms.
Oh, you know what? If I didn't have any,
you got a plant-based and you want to follow Shireen's meal and you want to keep it plant-based, go with the mushrooms. Get a trumpet mushroom, chop those things up, score them. Shout out to My Vegan Kitchen Life who put me on the scallop mushroom linguine pasta my whole family was on, and then my coworkers was like, when y'all gonna make some more? Because
you know what, yeah, if I didn't have any. Why didn't I buy mushroom? I love me some mushroom. I don't know why I didn't buy, because I wasn't putting mushrooms in the soup, so I didn't really think. But we did some scallops. What would have also been nice on there for the plant base is any type of either like pine nuts just on the top, or even roasted pine nuts. Listen, any type of nut on the top there would have topped that soup right off. And it was already hearty because it has some sweet potato and all of that, right? But that it would have gave you a different kind of like nutty roasted taste. And so if I had the ingredient that was missing, because it's an almond vegan spread, it would have that nutty taste as well. You could have put coconut milk in it, or like blended that with a little. Then you got a creamy one. We also made some fish. We made some me. I don't know who we is. We. There's no we. It's me. I also made some fish. Like girl, because they ain't nobody else.
Like baby, I was like,
I do it all the time.
I was like, maybe her daughter came in and helped with it too. Like you did the soup and then later they came in and helped with something because you were definitely going in on the we. I was like, okay.
I say we all the time. We.
Oh,
Less.
like that was your French speaking?
No, I do both. But speaking of, so I made this fish, and then I went to the event, and I came back, and she ate the whole damn fish. It was just one piece of fish, but it was a big piece of fish that we both could have had some, and you just put some of the fish and a little bit of the shallots, not shallots, the scallops on. I didn't get no fish. So there was many options that you can do with that soup. If you're plant-based, you're getting the whole soup is plant-based. And you could have topped it off with these are the toppings. The scallops was the topping. The fish was just a little bit of fish to be on the top. The main source was all vegetables, right? And it was spicy. Oh,
Oh, I had a kick to it too. Oh my goodness, Shireen.
girl.
I'm just glad it turned out good. I'm so happy for you. I love the colors. It just looked like it felt good. Just seeing it made me smile.
We running that shit back. We running that shit back. It's so good. But the scallops could also been played in a wine broth. And I love to drink wine. Oh, what it does if you are a vegetarian or not a vegetarian, not vegetarian, garlic toast, nice thick toast.
I have no reason why you were talking. What was the reason why you were talking over this music?
I don't even know. It stopped on its own.
No, I'm just.
I will mute it. There, we'll mute it so I can keep talking.
I mean, you steady talking while you got this music playing.
Yeah, there, we muted it.
First of all, I'm so happy about day 1 of 21 because this is beautiful. Your smile is good. We're watching the video 3 times. I don't even know if you
fast forwarded the last time.
I don't even know if you put it out there yet, but this is exciting. I'm excited for you. Quick question, since you are someone who does content, how were you able to get those? Like, did you hit pause? Like, did you hit record and pause?
Yeah, I just sometimes what stops me is we're recording for the longest, and then I have so much footage in this bad boy, and we know I walk around with big bags of cameras, and it's a lot to go back and edit. So for this one, I just did 2 second, like a few seconds. And the fact that I was able to edit that very quickly as we're sitting right here, I just did it, right? And I just threw it up in CapCut, however many videos, and just shortened them and found any hip hop beat, and I'm good. So, but the only thing I want to say is for the vegetarians, a nice thick garlic bread, grilled cheese, and not just any cheese, either the habanero infused like mozzarella or the pepper jack, like the peppercorn, any type of pepper infused cheese. That would be, and a glass of wine. It's about to be some good cooking, some good eating.
That's what it sounds like. I wish I could smell it. Like I tried so hard to smell it every time you played the video. Don't know again.
Smell, girl. You want to smell the roasted right here. Smell right now.
I tried to smell it.
It's good. There's a girl on TikTok, and she has, when she eats her mukbangs, she goes in her car. She goes, girl. When I was eating that soup, I was like,
So it sounds like you need to take the audio and add that to one of your days, since you have this soup for days now.
It's actually on one of those videos. No, it's on something. It's on something.
Yeah, be doing that in your in the podcast studio.
Mm.
Yeah, eating that in the studio, just like that. Exactly.
Like, I don't think she does any work. I think she just eats. But all right, so all right, I'll shoot you win. We're doing 21 days. Yeah, I think Shoot asked for it like 2 weeks ago, right?
I think Shoot was the one who talked about wanting to see another challenge. Like that was something that they really enjoy. And I was looking at our analytics, and that it was the oil in the belly button was a big one for us.
Yeah.
But also the challenges, because people were really ready to see what we were going to create, and if we were ready to hear our feedback. Did we survive? What did it look like? And then like documented it on our own channels. So people are like tuned in.
Mine has not been ever shown.
Yeah, we know.
But you know what I did see?
Are always good to hear, you know, from the nasty smoothies to, you know, running to the bathroom and
but you know what I heard? Know what I seen this week, Jovonnie?
What?
Somebody doing magnesium spray and wiping, like rubbing their feet before
put on the bottom of their feet.
I need that spray.
Well, remember that's what Dr.
No, that's what the bath is. I need the spray.
Yeah, she talked about the spray. She said you can use the spray before you even get in the bath if you were scared to get in the bath. Like you can use the spray.
I want the spray right after I get out the bath. Listen, I gotta, you know, when you're lotioning your feet, I gotta lotion my feet before I go to bed. I gotta lotion my feet, keep them soft.
Do people not lotion their feet?
There's a lot of, you know how you know people don't lotion their feet? When I was younger, you okay? When I was younger, one of my childhood friends and we would look at old people's feet, and they were like white and crusty, and we were like, we must never have feet like never have feet that look like that. And those are the people that did not lotion their feet.
You're correct. I was just hoping that maybe it could have been like a dry skin condition. But
I mean, they could have caused one.
Agreed, because I do have an issue. I don't have an issue, but I do feel like, I feel kind of like, whoa, wait a minute. Do you know how cracked up and hard your
you know what I did last year to keep my feet really soft? I didn't know that it was keeping my feet soft until months later, and I was like, oh shoot, this is a whole thing. I was rubbing,
make sure if it was soft.
Huh?
Had to rub mine and make sure it was soft just now.
Oh, I'm rubbing mine together right now.
Mine, so we can close this thing out. Go ahead.
Yeah. Castor oil.
Castor
oil
you
on
your
feet.
Oil.
Girl, that is like the healer.
You don't have to tell me.
That is the healer.
I had like a little bump someplace. I forgot where I had my bump, and I got some castor oil, and I was just
castor oil. That
and like the next day, that thing was about gone, dried up. Not even I was like, okay, it's the same one for when we were doing our wraps.
All right.
Oil.
Well, that's it. Oh, we're gonna wrap it up. Okay, hold that thought.
Yeah. So what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to do anything, or are you just going to 21 day? We'll wait until
I'm waiting. So what I really want you to do is start cooking with me. That's what I want you to do. I'm waiting for you to, but I mean, I can't tell you that, but like, I mean, you doing what you're doing, but I want you to start cooking.
You want me to start cooking?
I know you're on a raw journey. I understand.
No, like, what do you want me to cook? We can prepare some things. I can throw it in the dehydrator once I buy a dehydrator. And that's going to take hours, and we'll see what it looks like after the fact.
Well, let me look for that. Let me look for a close on.
But you want me to start cooking with you?
When you're ready. When you're ready.
You want to do meal prep together or something? What if mine
No. I mean, like cooking. Like you're not ready there. You're not there yet. Your journey's still on raw. So whenever your journey changes from raw to cook, how do I do this? To cook meals. I'm just trying to put the fan on. I can't see your facial expressions. So now I see it. Whenever you are ready because you're on your journey. So whenever you
qualified to meal prep with you on my raw journey. It has to be.
You can. Nobody said any of that.
I was just checking because you said it had to be.
I mean, girl, the only person thinking that is you. I did not say that. I said I want you to cook with me when you're ready to start cooking again. So you're doing what you're doing, but I want you to be like, well, Shireen, I threw the basil in there, and I threw and I said, but Jovonnie, I threw the this in there, and you're like, well, mine tastes like this, and I'm like, well, mine tastes like this. When you're ready to start cooking, but you're not. You're on a different journey, so that's that. Okay, so
still think it can work while I'm on my raw journey. Like if you were making like different type of soups, I could already have like maybe my dehydrated vegetables already done, ready to start blending up, throwing the herbs in there. Okay. Saw somebody make this raw mashed potatoes before. Not quite sure if they're ready yet to release the gravy because the sauce wasn't all that. So I feel like it's possible. We can definitely do some things. Yeah, okay, I think so. Okay. It's just knowing what we're doing so I can have certain things prepped prior to. Potentially.
Okay, if you think it's possible, I'm down with
or maybe
give it a try.
We have a theme of what we're preparing in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and we have our different spins to it.
Okay, coolio. Okay, I got you. So then I'm gonna say, because I mean I got soup for days, but I said,
and I need to figure out how to make some raw soup.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. When you figure out how to make some raw soup. You figure out how to make some raw soup, and let's go with that, and then let's talk about it. Right. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna. Here we go.
Right now,
I pulled up. No, we're gonna close it up. Okay. I pulled up. I went back into the same emails that I get, but I pulled it up yesterday's.
Okay.
And I think it's good. I didn't read it all. Ready?
Ready.
All right. I'm positive about my visions. I'm dedicated to my life path. I'm not in a hurry. I'm taking it day by day, one step at a time. Every step that I take is filled with unconditional belief. I'm going to give it to us one more time. I'm positive about my visions. Hold on. I need to say this with conviction. I'm positive about my visions. I'm dedicated to my life path. You can, guys, say it after me. If you want. Say it in your head. I don't care. Or don't. I'm not in a hurry.
I am not in a hurry.
I'm taking it one day. I'm taking it day by day.
I am taking it day by day.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
Every step that I take.
Every step that I take.
Is filled with unconditional belief.
It's filled with unconditional belief.
That's what I'm saying.
I love it. Thank you, Shireen. That was dope. It was something. Hold on.
Well, we're holding.
I think it's right here.
Well, we're holding. Did you find it? Let me know, because if you're still looking, I'm going to put on some volume.
I was just going to say, and in regards to nothing, don't worry about it.
Did you find it?
I did, but
all right, then let's hear it.
It was just the 3 parts of discipline that I learned today. And it was like, this is who I am. This is what I have to offer. Here's what I'm looking for. And so for our entrepreneurs that are just now starting out, or you're in a season when you are looking and seeking for clarity, you just heard Shireen say unconditional belief, right? Unconditional belief. Be radical in your belief, but also make sure that you find that discipline. It's in the discipline that you are able to truly be intentional about being intentional. So that's all I wanted to say.
All right. Well, I just dropped the affirmation for us. Oh, it broke, but that's okay. You know why?
It's more than okay.
Because we're going to go into this 21-day challenge, and today's day 1. We got
Day
20
one.
more days. And for anybody that's participating, it's really about upping your vegetable intake, right? So you can feel the benefits of it.
Getting in more plants.
Getting in
And more
plants.
plants. choose fruits or vegetables that are in season. Make sure you're picking something.
I'm going to the farm. Last year, this time we went to the farm. I love to get fresh apples and stuff from the farm. And then go and make yourself some soup.
All right, guys. It's been another amazing episode of Herbal Tea Thursday with your hosts, Shireen and Jovonnie, with our Wellness Live series. Y'all, make sure that you check out our websites. Check out Blackprint.com. Yes.
Blackprint.com.
Perspective Studios. Yes.
Productions.
There you go. For vibrations.com.me. Y'all, these links are in my description. Check them out. I got a 8-week healing empowerment guide journal for you. So if you're going to embrace these 21 days, go ahead and get your guide, get your little journal, and start writing in your journal every single day. So you can be more aware of what it is that you're doing, more aware of your behaviors.
And let us know if there's like a particular vegetable you want to see us cook with. Right? Because we're going to do it from 2 different aspects over the next 20 days. I'm not plant-based, so mine will have
fully plant-based. You're going to be getting in plants, but you're not fully plant-based.
No, yeah, I'm not fully plant-based. So I'm going to do it my rendition, my way. It will have the seafood and the meats and the what. But it will have the vegetables. So and Jovonnie will have her way. Right? All right, everyone. We'll have a wonderful week. We'll see you next week.
Finish strong, y'all. Thanks for vibing with us.
Bye.